look at your CV, Charlie, Rangers, Liverpool, Blackpool, Stoke, now Dundee. How proud does that make you to?
It does, but you know that's gone. I'm all about the future now. Listen, I'm fortunate enough. I've played at these clubs and I learned a lot, and I've picked up a lot of experiences playing for the national team. But this is where it matters now. It's here, and I can only dictate what happens in the future. So yeah, it's a dream because I never thought it would happen. I always thought the opportunity was probably in being, like I say, the 2 testimonials I got the opportunity to play in would be it. But the club worked hard and people behind the scenes got involved, and it was, I'm delighted to be here.
And the players, you mentioned the players already that are alongside you. Some great experience in there, some great players. Yourself obviously coming in, Graham Dorrans, Flynn Robertson, youth on the side obviously from there. These things are going to lead to a great combination of a fantastic playing opportunity for you.
Absolutely, and I said that to Graham last night when I watched the game and we had a chat. I just said that, if our experience can go and help these young kids realise what they've actually got and what the potential they got. Finn's a player that I watched in that derby when we played across the road, and I thought he was outstanding for his age. But age is just a number. But when you're playing at a club like this, he needs to, there's a lot of pressure on him, and I'm going to put the pressure on him as well because as a senior player, because I believe in him. Josh is the same, and there's 1 or 2 other young kids coming through that the pressure's there because I will demand from them what I would expect. It doesn't matter if they're 17 or 27. The young players that they want to make a way in the game, and I'm excited to play with them because they've got good talents, and hopefully I can help them in their career, and hopefully they can learn from me that what they can do and achieve. That it's a great stepping stone for them.
The challenges that you've faced throughout your career, there's been some tough challenges in there. Do you see this as being one of the toughest ones yet?
I do, because people will look at it and think, well, why would you want to go there? But sometimes you've got to realise that you can go there because you can handle the pressure. There's pressure at this football club, there is pressure, and that's the exciting bit. I didn't want to go somewhere where I'm just happy to sit in mid-table and enjoy playing. I wanted to go somewhere that were ambitious and got a chance of being successful, and that was one of the reasons as well.
Do you feel that the opportunity to come here back home to Dundee, to be close to friends, family, etc. around there, do you think that was a really good opportunity for you at this point?
It was, and I was saying, and people say it accelerated in last week because of my mum is obviously been found out that she's not well, and that made the difference, and that probably brought it a lot quicker than it probably it would have. So that was one of the reasons as well. But it's the footballing decision and where the club want to go and where they believe that they can be, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, James, big signing arrived for the club yesterday. Charlie Adams, what can you say to Dundee fans about that?
I think that the fans will be delighted. Of course, as a football club, we're delighted. We're thankful to the people that helped us get it done. But what we're bringing in is a fantastic player, a player that's played at the very top, and he'll add great experience to our squad. But he's still a very good footballer, and probably the biggest compliment I can give to Charlie is that he still wants to play, still wants to win. He's not here to end his career and then just play at a level and play within himself. He's here to help Dundee Football Club and be successful for Dundee Football Club.
How important is it from Charlie's point of view anyway, that he's a hometown boy and this has always been his club?
Yeah, look, I think it's important that you've got players that, now some people might disagree, but you've got players in your team that are fans of the club. We've got a few, Cammy Kerr, Finlay Robertson, Charlie, and the fans appreciate that as well. As you see them, they know that. But look, the other players are desperate to be successful for this club as well, but it's an exciting one for the fans due to the fact that he is a Dundee fan, but above all else he's a fantastic footballer.
And obviously a midfield partnership of Dorrans and Charlie together, I mean that's Premier League standard surely.
Yeah, well, you go back 4 or 5 years, it's English Premier League standard. We need to got a lot of work to do to get it right. We're early in our pre-season, but yeah, like, having both of them, we've got others though. Finlay Robertson's there, Paul McGowan's there, Sean Byrne. The midfield's strong, and we need to find a way in the best balance to get it right. But delighted to have both of them. Both of them are top quality footballers, and both of them demand standards at the club. They demand standards of their own players. So that can only be good.
What sort of atmosphere is it created in the changing room getting players like this coming into Dundee Football Club?
Players want the best players round about them. You want the best player as a manager or a coach. You want the best players in your team. You want to have the best players to choose from. But in terms of training, they bring a different standard. They bring a different level because of where they've played. Because they're top footballers, as I said, but we've also got other players in there that do a fantastic job for this club. So I think it would be wrong to single out both Graham and Charlie, because there's other players in that dressing room that are fantastic footballers, and it's our job to find a way to make Dundee successful. But look, signing Charlie gives everyone a lift, as any signing normally gives people a lift, but this is a big one because it's been on for so long, because of his history with the club, being a fan, and just where he's played. It obviously brings a level of excitement that can only be good for our club.
When could Dundee fans expect to see Charlie in the Dundee shirt?
Probably in about 10 minutes when he gets his photo stick. No, he's done a bit of work, he's been training away, he's in good condition. So we'll monitor that and we'll get him up to speed. He's desperate to get going. He's played a couple of testimonials. I played in one with him, but he's desperate for the competitive stuff. He's desperate to be a proper Dundee player, and that'll come soon.